Lakers have a first period lead, but the Boston Celtics can't feel all too bad when you consider that they're shooting 36% and their best outside shooters, Bird, Dennis Johnson, and Danny Ainge, are 2 for 16 from the field. 8 for 10 from the line kept the Celtics going, but their outside shooters are ice cold right now in Boston.
And that's hurt them a great deal, the Celtics, but the Lakers have paced the game just the way they wanted it.
Still have the Greyhounds, although Kareem has come in the ball game now. McAdoo and Kareem. Mike McGee throws up an air ball, claims he was fouled. Celtics looking to tie it up and force the 6th tie of the game. 9 on the shot clock. Cooper is just not letting Dennis Johnson get anything going. 3 on the clock. Wedman, known for his outside shooting, hits right there.
The Celtics found one man now. When he hits that first outside shot, it's tough to shut him down.
61% from the field is Scott Wedman in the series. Kareem with Kite and Wedman all over him as Parrish continues to rest. Cooper throws up a wild shot, and the Celtics can take the lead of 2 here.
I tell you, Kite is really being physical on Jabbar, laying his body on him.
Dennis Johnson misses again, and he is 0 for 6. But Greg Kite hustles, gets the ball into the wrong hands, and it's 3-on-2 for the Lakers. McAdoo goes in, no foul. Good defense by Bird and Dennis Johnson right there. And the crowd lets them know it. Bird on a runner.
Wanted a foul, too.
Worthy inside of McGee, and a foul. Pushed. Good pass by James Worthy. And here comes Robert Parrish, and Greg Kite gave him a good breather.
I tell you, just a couple of leans on Kareem can be meaningful. Parrish reluctant to do it because he doesn't want to pick up fouls, but it could have an effect. The other thing I just noticed is Larry Bird is not really getting up on his shots the way he normally does.
He didn't get the ball much in the first half, and he said so. They just didn't find me in the offensive pattern in the last game.
Last game, that's right. But he's trying to make it happen here today, but his rhythm is really out of whack.
Well, 90% of the players in the league perhaps wish they could play like Larry Bird when he's hurt, huh?
I think he's just played so hard for so long this season. He's just feeling the effect of it now.
McGee misses both. So the Celtics are not hurt. Double team on Bird. No way to do anything there. Dennis Johnson 0 for 6. 8 seconds on the clock. Bird finds McHale, knocked away, and they're going to set the clock up to 5. It's still Celtic ball as Byron Scott checks back in for the Lakers. Scott has 4 points, and McGee goes out.
I see the Lakers defense. They're really going to jam Bird whenever and try and make him put it on the floor.
McHale misses. Parrish, though, comes right back. So the Celtics continue to miss inside. Off the hands of Magic Johnson. We're tied at 28, under 10 minutes remaining in the second period. Wedman is fouled.
Dick, this has turned into a sloppy game.
Why do you think?
I really believe for both teams that less than 48 hours is taking its toll.
Someone's going to have to unslop it sooner or later. If the Celtics have an MVP in the series, it has to be this man, Kevin McHale, doing it again today. Look at the consistent scoring, 31, 28, 24. He has scored 20 or more in 4 of the previous 5.
How he's doing it is beyond me. He's lost close to 15 pounds since Maxwell got hurt, and they shifted an awful lot of offensive burden on him after Maxwell got hurt.
Everyone has had practically an impossible task of trying to match up with him throughout all of the playoffs.
He is such a unique player with those long arms. He plays a lot bigger than he is, and he's also got exceptional quickness even for a man 6'10".
Mitch Kupchak is checked in for the Lakers. Bob McAdoo is out. 0 for 4 today, 0 for 9 the last 2 games. Kite and Parrish both in there at the same time. And a foul against Michael Cooper.
They're going to try and set up a nice pick action here. for Michael Cooper to come around. They're trying to shake Bird loose, but look at that pick. That's a wide body getting the small body.
Still tied at 28, and we have been tied for quite a while. That was off the foot of Bird.
Dick, you know, a couple of years ago when I played in the Lakers series, I had the flu a couple of times. And in a game like this, I can remember Bob Cousy passing me the ball, and I couldn't even catch it. The reflexes were so off, and it looks to me like it's happening here today.
A couple of years ago, you sound like it was ages ago that you played with Bob Cousy.
That's right. Don't be nasty now.
Inside, Kareem from Magic Johnson. Good inside passing by the Lakers, who retake the lead. 3 minutes gone by. Second period. Turnover.
He picked the ball up to make the pass much too far out.
Kupchak. This is the jumper. Loose ball. Lakers. Scott finds a ball.
That Kupchak dive sure was inspirational to his team. They're not giving up today, no question.
Lakers? I wouldn't hope. Parrish. Baseline jump shot. 9 for Robert Parrish. So Parrish has picked up the slack. And the crowd loves the fact that Kupchak took a little bit back after dishing it out most of this series. Robert Parrish has picked up the scoring slack right now. Bird has scored just 2 points. Mitch is open at the free throw line and hits. Kupchak with 3. And it's 32-30 in favor of the Lakers. Trying to close it down on the road. They're going to call Scott with the foul. And now an illegal defense has been called.
Here's Kupchak getting a little confused underneath. And a little push there. Little push. That wasn't confusion. That was muscle being applied to Mitch Kupchak.
Illegal defense was called before the shot. Ainge will come in. We'll be back to the Garden. From our helicopter, you see Old Ironsides, the USS Constitution, docked at the Charlestown Navy Shipyard here in Boston. Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn. I know it's 32-30 right now. Who's in a better spot right now? Can you pick it out?
I think the Lakers paced the game the way they want it, and hoping that that fatigue factor will really wear out the Celtics down the stretch. But Casey Jones has made early substitutions, particularly Craig Kite coming in for both Parrish and McHale.
Yes, McHale played 48 minutes 2 games ago and played a lot the other game, but it looks like the big men are getting enough of a breather here. And don't forget, they're used to playing a lot of minutes throughout the season.
Yes, but when you really have to run against a team like the Lakers for 6 ball games, it takes something out of your legs, and that's what the Lakers are counting on.
Want to remind you at halftime, John McLeod, the head coach of the Phoenix Suns, who did such a fine job in the studio in the early rounds of the playoffs, live here with Brent to discuss the game at halftime. 32-30, 7:57 remaining in the first half. Each team has scored only 4 points this period. Bird inside with his second basket of the game.
They may just come at him every time out and get the ball to Bird to get his head in the game and his feet into the game.
Wedman is on Magic Johnson. 2-man game, Magic and Kareem. The skyhook hits, and Abdul-Jabbar has 8.
You couldn't have played that hook shot any better than Parrish did. Trying to break down Jabbar's rhythm, it didn't work.
McHale double, turns around.